Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Sports R&P. As I'm sure you're all aware, next week we have Manchester United taking on Arsenal in the Premier League. It should be a great game to watch. And to help me discuss the rivalry between these two teams, I've invited one of my friends, Rohan, who is also an Arsenal supporter. So hopefully we can get some good banter in here. Hey guys, and welcome to the football/soccer segment. And again, as I mentioned before, I've invited my good friend Rohan here. So welcome to the show.
Thanks, Shrew. Thanks for having me and looking forward to the segment tonight.
No, it should be fun.
Yeah.
So first thing I thought we'd talk about is how our teams have been doing. But instead of talking about our own teams, I thought maybe we'd critique each other's. So I'll go first. I'll talk about Arsenal, and then maybe you can give me your rebuttal on what you think I said. So
Okay.
I think Arsenal so far this season has been where we all expect Arsenal to be. Good, in the top four, but not first place. It's something that we've all been accustomed to for a while now. A lot of people have never seen Arsenal win a Premier League trophy in their lifetime, which they can remember.
Yeah.
So, people who are 15 years old now have never seen Arsenal win a Premier League trophy because they don't remember that unbeaten season. So I think that they have a good team. They have some good players. They have had some injuries that they've had to overcome, but I don't think that those injuries have meant that they're a worse team than Leicester. I think that they should still be up, that they should still be first place, but at the same time, Leicester City and Tottenham have been great surprises. No one could have predicted them playing this well, but Arsenal obviously has that excuse, but I don't think it's good enough. I mean, this is the best opportunity that Arsenal has gotten in recent memory to win a Premier League, and it might be the best opportunity they'll get in the next 5-6 years. So I think that they're really missing their key here. I think they've played good football, but it's business as usual. They don't finish their chances. Like, I've seen so many games now that Arsenal have played where they are the better team, but they end up tying the game. And it's like, just finish your chances and you're gonna win. But I don't know what it is. Like, they've definitely had that trouble as well. Third place right now, 2 points behind Leicester and tied on points with Tottenham. So I don't know. I think that Arsenal is going to finish second at the end of the season. I think they're going to leapfrog Tottenham, but I'm a stark supporter for Leicester. I think they're going to go on to win the league.
Wow. Okay. So there's you want the Cinderella story to...
Oh, absolutely. It would be great. Terrific.
It would be good, yeah. But I'd rather see Arsenal first. But okay, yeah. There's a few points like that I noted, and I agree with you. There has been that many injuries like in recent seasons in comparison to recent seasons. Mm-hmm. But there have been a few vital injuries to our defensive midfield, and I think that might be like a downfall, like for us, because Cazorla, he's been like the midfield maestro, like for us, and
sure.
He's been an engine, and like the whole season, like until he got injured, like he was just playing like beautifully, and he controlled that aspect where he was able to get the ball from the defense and push forward, and he has those beautiful passes, like push the team forward. And Coughlin is just like sitting back there holding it together. And so those two injuries have been vital. So like that was
fair enough.
One aspect that I think is like kind of derailed our season a bit. But we're getting better to back on track, getting our players back. But then again, you said it like we're right on. We're expected to win the Premier League this year. I think it's like definitely expected of us to win the Premier League. Like it's for us to lose.
Definitely.
And that also kind of puts a lot of pressure on the team. But it's no excuse right now because 12 years since a Premier League trophy, you're used to that. Since the unbeaten season, yeah. But I think it's time this year, and I think if we get that leadership mentality back in order, and Czech has come in and he's brought an amazing leadership leadership role to the team. So I think he's got to be captain next year. But I think if we get that in order, we can lift the Premier League trophy in May.
I guess we'll see what happens. So I guess it's your turn to talk about United.
Yeah, so I'll talk about United's season so far. And okay, so I'm going to talk about the signings first of all. So you guys made 4 signings. Martial, Depay, who else?
Schweinsteiger
and Schneiderlin. Okay, yeah. So 3 of those, I think, have been absolute failures for this. Okay, so I'll give you my reasoning. And I think the the transfers have been the main reason for the and like lack of management like skills by Lou Van Gaal. I think he's lost the dressing room to.
I agree.
Okay, and then so with Martial, I'll start with the best signing. I think I don't think he's been the best signing of the Premier League, but I think he was really he's one of the best signings in the Premier League this last summer. But he like for his price tag, a lot of people, the media, critics, everyone was looking down upon that because he's only a 19-year-old. He's a young lad, and he hasn't really proved himself. So that's a big price tag for him. But so far, he's done well, and I think he's going to be a future star. We'll see if nothing derails his career, but I think he's going to be a future star for sure. And Schweinsteiger, I think, is a bad signing because he brings that leadership role. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But he has he's kind of blocked the development of Schneiderlin. And I think that's what made Schneiderlin also a bad signing in my opinion, because you paid $30 million for him to sit on the bench. You know, like Schneiderlin should be up there starting every game, and maybe Schweinsteiger come in at the last like 15, 20 minutes to like, you know, secure things defensively. But yeah, so that's what I think about those two. And Depay, I think with Depay, it's just not a talent issue or anything like that. It's just his ego. Like I think his ego is the main thing that's stopping him from being a star in the Premier League. And I think once he gets that sorted out, like he'll get on to being that. But Louis Van Gaal, I don't think he has any control over Depay and a lot of the team right now. So I think he's got to go for any success at Manchester United.
No, I agree. I think so. Quick rebuttal then, I guess. I agree with 99% of what you said. I think Van Gaal has, first of all, lost the dressing room. I think the players don't believe in his system anymore. I don't think they ever believed in his system.
Yeah.
Like this United team does not have the talent to play like Barcelona, which is, I think, the way he wants to play. So
yeah,
it's just not going to happen. It's not happening for us. We're not able to create the opportunities.
Yeah.
And the players have lost faith, which is a huge deal. So we need a management change to get back up there. And in the signings, yeah, I think they've all been failures. The one thing is Martial, I think, has proven that he is worth every penny that we paid for him. Apparently, with all the success that United, or contingent on United's success, there might be additional money going out to Martial. Yeah. I think it'll still be worth it because he looks like he'll be a top 3 Premier League.
He looks like a player. He looks like a player. Yeah.
And, you know, I think Schweinsteiger was a good signing for the leadership, but I see what you're saying when you say that he sort of hinders Schneiderlin's ability to sort of develop as a player. And I totally get that.
It's like a wasted year for Schneiderlin because he could have developed more at Southampton and then maybe had a transfer after that.
I totally see that.
That's what I think of that.
Yeah. Okay, so next, let's talk about a combined Manchester United 11. So let's just go over the players from our current teams, injured and currently active. Like you can pick both, but no legends.
Okay.
And so let's do a 4-2-3-1 formation. Standard, 2 holding midfielders, 2 wingers, center attacking mid, and striker. So let's start off with the back. Who do you have at right back?
At right back, you want to start at net?
Sure. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I got you. I got to put Big Pete in there. Big Petter Cech.
Over De Gea?
De Gea. Yes, for sure.
I think
so. If you consider his leadership role and the amazing saves that he's and the points that he's won us, got De Gea has 1 point. Like
the thing is, United have been bad last season and this season.
Yeah.
And the only reason we made it to the Champions League last season was because of De Gea. And the only reason we're in the top 5 right now is because of De Gea. Like, we have been... I don't know if you've seen a lot of United games, but almost every game that we've won, De Gea has made a big save. Yeah. And almost every game that we've tied, De Gea has made 2 to 3 big saves to get us a point. Like,
he's a world-class goalie.
He right now is the best goalie in the world, I think. Like,
I don't think he's the best goalie in the world.
He might be under Neuer.
No,
besides that, like...
might be.
Okay, sure. But he's definitely second best, so you have to pick him over Cech, man. You gotta give me this one. You gotta give me this one.
I think Cech is underrated in that fact.
Cech is.
First of all, he's been. I don't know why he's underrated in the first place. He basically took a 6th place Chelsea team and won the Champions League against Bayern.
Yeah.
So like if you look at that alone, it's just amazing. Okay,
look,
he won the Champions League with Chelsea a sixth place Chelsea team. De Gea got them into the Champions League.
No, but the problem is that De Gea is not to blame. Like, Chelsea also played good football, right? Like, the problem is United have consistently not played good football. Like, we have not had 2 good games in a row for 2 years now. Like, you got to give me this one. Come on, you got to give me this one. De Gea.
Take De Gea. Yeah, okay, but that is a close one.
It is, but I have to take De Gea. All right, right back. Who do you have at right back?
Right back's got to be Hector Bellerin.
Obviously. No argument. I picked him as well.
Okay, so you want to move on or just like...
Yeah, let's just move on. Okay. Center back. First center back, I have Koscielny.
Okay, I have him too.
All right, second center back, I have Chris Smalling.
I have him too.
All right, great. So we're in agreement so far. Left back.
I have Nacho Monreal.
Over Luke Shaw.
Yes.
Luke Shaw, at the beginning of the season, was playing like one of the best left backs in the world.
It's not the beginning of the season anymore. Okay, Monreal.
Assuming like how, like, I mean, you gotta stop at where a player has played so far.
No, Monreal has been amazing.
You think Monreal has been better than Luke Shaw?
He's been amazing defensively since like mid-season last year.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this one point, and
Kieran Gibbs, he's taken Kieran Gibbs' spot, and he's just run with it.
I'm just gonna say this one point, and if you disagree, I'll let you pick Monreal, but I don't think you will disagree. If you noticed, the first month of the season where Luke Shaw played, United was scoring goals. They were regularly scoring goals.
Okay, but
the game that Luke Shaw went out, since that game, United have not performed well almost in any game since then. So one player getting injured has literally changed the way our team plays.
Okay, I don't know if it's dependent on one player,
but like, I'm telling you that pre-Luke Shaw and post-Luke Shaw is completely different, and like everyone can see that. But if you still want to pick Monreal, I'll give that one to you because I took De Gea. I vetoed De
Gea. Monreal, I think, like, to take Kieran Gibbs out of a regular spot, like, he's not a world-class defender, but, you know, he's a call-up for England. So, like, to take another starter for England. Pardon?
So you want to take Monreal?
I'm going to take Monreal.
I'll give it to you because I took De Gea. All right, who do you have in the midfield?
I have...
the 2 center holding midfielders.
I have Coquelin and Cazorla.
Okay, so I have Coquelin as well. And I had Schweinsteiger because I feel like Cazorla is really, really good. And he's very, very attacking. But I feel like once we get to the front 3, the creators of the team, I feel like Cazorla will be a little bit too much. Like, it'll just be another guy. Like, it'll be too many people playing the same role, which will cause an imbalance in the team. So maybe we can put a placeholder on this one and come back to it.
Okay, yeah.
All right, okay. So left winger, who did you have?
Alexis Sanchez.
Like, we're not going to discuss that one. Who did you have as center attacking midfielder?
Ozil.
I did as well. I don't think I can argue that one.
Right wing, I have Mata.
I have Mata as well.
Okay, perfect.
So okay, now let's go back to that placeholder.
You want to do striker?
I think let's go back to the placeholder first because I think it works well. Okay. So if we look at the 3 right now, you have Sanchez, Ozil, and Mata.
Yeah.
All 3 of these guys are players who are so good at creating. Their entire game is to create for other people. Alexis Sanchez is someone who can do both. He can beat a guy, he can score from anywhere he wants, and he can create an unbelievable pass. Yeah. But Ozil and Mata, their entire game is passing the ball and not defending. Like, they're not great defenders. Cazorla is exactly that player. The only reason I don't pick him is because it'll just be too much, and I think it causes an imbalance in the team.
Okay, I see what you mean there, but like, even like, I see what you mean, and I agree with that. So I take Cazorla out, but you know what? I put Schneiderlin in
over Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, and I'd give him that chance. You know.
Let's assume we're not the manager trying to develop this kid.
All right, okay. So I'll give Schweinsteiger.
All right. And then striker. Who do you have as striker?
I have Martial.
Martial. I had Wayne Rooney. But
okay. I have Martial because look at the people behind him. You know, they honestly, just said the playmakers.
Yeah.
The playmakers, and I think they just complement Martial's speed.
You know, you're probably right. I mean, looking at this, I was very, like, I didn't know who to pick. I thought Wayne Rooney is so good at finishing.
Yeah.
And his downfall at United has coincided with them losing all their creative midfielders.
Yeah.
So, like, he was really good when they had people to pass him the ball. They lost all those guys, and all of a sudden Wayne Rooney can't score. But at the same time, Martial is scoring with this team with no passing.
And he's playing out of position, I'd say.
Guys. You know what? I'll switch. I'll change it. I'll go Martial.
I'd say Martial. Yeah.
All right, so then, the starting 11, I'm just going to do a full recap. We have De Gea in net. We have Bellerin right back. Koscielny and Smalling, and then Monreal as left back. Then in the midfield, we have Coquelin and Schweinsteiger. And then the front three, which I think would be one of the most devastating front three in any team. Sanchez, Ozil, and Mata.
Wow.
Passing the ball into Martial, the wonder kid. That is truly a great team.
I think it's a balance of experience and like youthfulness. So,
I agree.
Martial just complements like them properly, and I think that's gonna be like that would be a deadly XI.
Yeah. All right. Okay. On to the second last thing we're gonna talk about today.
Okay.
What's your best Arsenal United moment?
Okay, Arsenal United moment. I've been an Arsenal fan for quite some time now, so I do remember this. In 2002, we beat you guys at Old Trafford, and Sylvain Wiltord takes me back 14 years ago. We won the title at Old Trafford, and that was my best moment from an Arsenal United match.
I actually recently saw
the title at Old Trafford.
Recently saw highlights of this game. I don't even remember how it came up, but I was watching it and it was disappointing. For me, my best moment as a Manchester United supporter has to be, I think you know which moment I'm going to refer to. It's the 8-2 thrashing of Arsenal.
Yeah, I knew it.
I mean, the thing is, when we put out our team sheet at the beginning of the game, I was like, oh, we're going to get destroyed here. Or it'll be tough to win the game. Best case scenario would be 0-0, 1-1. And to win that game 8-2.
Yeah.
8-2. Like,
the manager played a role in that.
The thing is, of course, it was all Sir Alex Ferguson's magic hands. But, like, to beat a team, to beat a bad team by 4 or 5 goals is pretty impressive, right? Like, United beating West Brom 5-1, for example. That would be cool. But it wouldn't be like, oh, man, like, I can't believe that happened. Because United is supposed to beat West Brom. But United versus Arsenal, those are supposed to be close games. And to win that game 8-2 was just, it's one of the greatest moments of all time for me as a fan.
Yeah,
like,
wasn't looking forward to going to school the next day. That's
exactly. It was a good
yeah, I knew you were going to say that anyway.
Of course, like, it's always going to happen. Okay, so, what do you think is going to be the score for this weekend?
I'm going to go, since we're away, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal win.
2-1 Arsenal win?
Yeah.
I think that we're going to have a 1-1 tie. I think that United, at this point, is very low on confidence. I think tomorrow's game has a huge impact. If United beats Shrewsbury by a good margin, that might bring some confidence back. But at the same time, I think United's going to be a bit more reserved. Because right now, it's about points. Like, we are seriously in trouble here.
Yeah.
Top 4 does not look likely, but I at least need Europa. Like, we need to play European football. And so I think that we're going to be reserved. We're going to be very, very organized and compact, and we're probably going to get a 1-1 tie.
And I'll tell you one thing: you guys don't knock out Chelsea for coming back for that 4th place, because I think they can actually come back and get 4th place. And
that's a good joke. So we'll end the segment off that wonderful joke by Rohan. Thank you very much for coming on, though.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me anytime.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. This is going to be a very sad week for one specific reason. This is going to be the last time we're going to see Brendon Mccullum play a test. Let's have a moment of silence. There's been a couple of wicketkeeper batsmen who have really shown themselves to be greats of the game. Adam Gilchrist comes to mind, Kumar Sangakkara obviously, MS Dhoni is one of them, but I definitely put Brendon Mccullum in that list. He's just been so good for so long, and the greatest thing about his play is how entertaining it is. Everyone knows Brendon McCullum's game. It's to go out there, hit boundaries, score fast. He doesn't always get the highest scores, but that's because he only plays in one gear, and that's 5th gear. He starts from the word go, and he doesn't stop until he gets out. It doesn't really matter on what the game situation is. He's kind of like a smart Shahid Afridi, I guess, in a way. It'll definitely be tough to say goodbye to such a legend of the game, but man, he couldn't have gone out on better terms. The man scores 145 runs in his second to last innings in Test cricket and breaks the record for the world's fastest 100, beating the record held by Sir Vivian Richards and Misbah Huq at 56 balls. Brendon Mccullum did it in 54, no problem at all. And you want to know the coolest thing about that inning? Is he was at 145, 5 runs away from his 150, but he didn't go looking to just block the ball and getting to his 150 slowly, maybe going for the 200. He just continued playing his game, Unfortunately got out at 145, but it was entertaining as hell. So big thank you to Brendon Mccullum for an outstanding and highly entertaining Test cricket career. You will definitely be missed. And that brings us to the end of this week's video. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comment section below who would make your top 11 Arsenal and Manchester United players combined from the current generation of players. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I really do appreciate the support, guys. Signing off for Sports RMP, this has been Sharok.